Hey gang, I want to talk to you about what happened at about 3:45 this morning, New York time, in Times Square at the Armed Forces Recruiting Center there, which is a really quite an historic place. If you haven't been there, it's amazing to see. On this little pedestrian island right in the middle of Times Square is a recruiting office that has been there for decades, and they enlist about 10,000 young men and women every year out of that recruiting station alone. Somebody put a small explosive device, what's called a low-order explosive device. In demolitions, there are high order and low order, with high order being far more destructive because the explosive material burns at a much higher rate of speed and has greater brisance. Brisance is French for shatterability. In other words, you know how it can break certain things like steel. And it blew up the front of the recruiting office. Now, no one was injured. And it got on the blogs, and I was watching people saying, oh, this is Al-Qaeda, they're testing the waters, or this is a domestic terrorist group. We don't know who did this. We don't know if it was Al-Qaeda. Does it bear hallmarks of Al-Qaeda in regards to operational art? No. And there's a lot of speculation on maybe it's just some lone whack job. We don't know who did this yet. Let's be careful in pointing fingers while it is still at the same time okay to speculate. We don't know who did it. I suspect that eventually the New York Police Department, being the pros that they are, will get to the bottom of things. All right, so was it a member of the liberal anti-military hate group Code Pink? I don't know. Would they do something like that? I don't have any idea. But I gotta tell you, I'm suspecting that they probably wouldn't. They do other evil things like blocking a recruiting office in Berkeley, California with their infant children to try to prevent Americans from exercising their God-given rights. But would they actually blow up a recruiting office? I'm thinking not. Let's get ready for the show.